Rhodes and main event Jey Uso. So you have not only the WWE champion in this match, you have the World Heavyweight champion in this match, and John Cena and Jey Uso. You have a previous world champion in Cody Rhodes, and then you have the up and coming and ever annoying Logan Paul. A lot of dynamics going on here, Maddie. And the first one I kind of want to talk about is I find it so interesting that John has taken on a match with Logan Paul, even though Logan is his partner. Actually, I think it's more of an interesting dynamic that Logan is his partner, because we had the dynamic with Cena and Rock, and there's a whole lot of history there with Logan Paul and The Rock and them not being on the same page any longer. That's very well documented on Logan's podcast. In fact, with the sit down with John Cena. So that's why I find this really, really interesting, kind of almost from a real life perspective as well. And then, you have all the titles going on. You got the history with Cody and John. There's a lot to be going on in this match, and we haven't even talked about Travis Scott. So what is your just initial take on this match? Where do you think it falls on the card? What are we getting out of this as we head into SummerSlam?
Ooh, I think this would be perfect to go right after the men's Money in the Bank match. Like, put this on where the guy with the briefcase kind of passes through, Jey Uso.
With both champions.
Yeah, just kind of have them look at each other. Just something there to kind of tell a little bit more story, push the ball down the road a little bit.
Sorry. Can you rewind just a little bit? Your camera froze. I didn't quite get all your point there. But
yeah, I just
coming through with Money in the Bank.
Yeah, the end of the men's Money in the Bank match. Have this go on right after, and just have that kind of transition where they cross paths. And I think it would just kind of add to a moment. Whoever wins that men's match, that these guys are, their time's coming up at some point. So I like that idea, just a transition moment there where, the Money in the Bank kind of takes its precedent as the PLE. You kind of get that vibe of why it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm good with I'm good with that concept, and the winner of the men's Money in the Bank kind of either at the top of the ramp or maybe, circle in the ring, little shark, little blood in the water sort of action going on there, and you got both champs.
Yeah, a little banter, just something.
One of the champs is maybe going down during the match. Maybe that's your time to strike.
Yeah, and I think it's just a weird. I love the idea of the star-studded tag match. I don't know about the Cena Logan Paul kind of team. It just it's weird to me. And it just kind of like you're already seeing kind of Logan Paul and Cena kind of not be on the same page. So there's just a lot to unpack. And then it's also, you've got Cody Rhodes kind of jumping right back where he left off at WrestleMania, where he's kind of feuding with Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, but it just seems a little early. I kind of wanted that to kind of be pushed down the road to a later point. What do you think?
Yeah, I did think it would be pushed down to a little bit later of a point, but obviously he went right after Cena there on Saturday Night Main Event. So I guess this is the best way to go about it without directly jumping into a rematch. And then, we're getting all the interactions still with Gunther as well, who Jey Uso is set to face on Monday Night Raw next week. So he has to get out unscathed essentially from Money in the Bank to be ready to defend against Gunther. Does Gunther make some sort of appearance in this match to try to do damage to Jey before their match on Monday Night Raw? Does that somehow, create tension for whoever won Money in the Bank? There's so many. That's what I'm saying, man. There's so many different dynamics to this match. Is there somebody that comes in and screws with Cody? Is that Travis Scott? Like, who knows, man? I think this match can go a myriad of different ways, and I don't want to say it's the hardest match on the card to predict because we're trying to make a 1-6 prediction on the Money in the Bank. But on a normal card, I could really go either way on this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're almost guaranteed to see Jey Uso get hurt somehow. Like, I think that kind of builds that underdog story for the match tomorrow and just kind of adds another layer to it versus Gunther, just in that underdog role. But yeah, I mean, do you have John Cena pin Cody Rhodes again?
Oh man. So that was my last question. Who takes the pinfall here? Because the obvious answer to me is Logan, But
Right.
it almost seems too obvious.
Yeah. But Cody Rhodes just came back. I mean, does
Right.
Cena? I mean, there's a lot. I mean, the easy answer is Logan Paul, right?
To me, yes.
I mean, so then are we getting too far into the weeds here? It's just tough too, man. Like there's just it's a layered tag match.
Yeah, I think maybe we don't get too far into the weeds. Maybe it is just straight up the most obvious answer. Logan takes the pin and just defaults my decision to Cody and Jey winning. I don't know how. I don't know who picks up the win, but I think Logan just takes the fall here.
Yeah, I can agree there. I think it's going to be intriguing how Jey survives it, what kind of payback Cody goes. But we already saw kind of the Leafs shake where Cena and Paul were disagreeing. So I'm going to go with the same route. I think Cody Rhodes gets the pin on Paul here.
All right.